This is Australia, the island continent, a frontier of dramatic contrasts, where infinite sun-scorched outback shoulders up against vivid wetlands. Here in Alice Springs, in close to the geometric center of the country, an amazing off-road adventure involving rally teams from all over the world begins its 4,000-mile trek through some of the most challenging and treacherous terrain on Earth. The Wynn Safari is an annual city-to-city race for two-wheel drive and four-wheel drive vehicles and motorcycles that stretches from the middle of Australia northwestward to Darwin, where it curves southeastward for a 2,000-mile expedition to the seaport city of Sydney. The race takes 15 days to complete, and it's a test of competitive spirit, mechanical integrity, and the instinct of survival. On the day of the start, Alice Springs is a city filled with excitement and festivities. Some competitors arrive on more traditional means of transportation. Each vehicle starts individually, as the exact time of their departure is recorded. At evenly spaced intervals, the rallyists move off through the city streets, eventually reaching the edge of Australia's primitive outback, where they bring their vehicles up to racing speed. There are no speed limits to be concerned with, since this race is run primarily on unpaved, untraveled dirt roads and desert paths. The race vehicle that completes the entire distance of the course, which has been divided into numerous sections or stages in the least amount of time overall, is the winner. The Wynn's Rally takes these intrepid off-road adventurers through a never-ending gauntlet of unexpected pitfalls. This is the real-life equivalent of a Mad Max movie, and these road warriors require every ounce of determination to conquer this inhospitable environment. Across the Tanami Desert, where dry, choking dust fills the air and clings to everything. Much of the course is run over vast farm spreads, surrounded by livestock fences. It is mandatory for each competitor, after opening a gate to pass through, to stop and close it. Some gates are nothing more than a flimsy wire barrier. At the end of each day, small base camps are constructed for the racers, where there is food, relaxation, and thanks to modern satellite technology, payphones for quick calls back home. And there's a work area for the frequent repairs that these race vehicles will be requiring. By the time the race reaches the city of Darwin on the northern coast of Australia, 1/3 of the distance has been covered, but not without its price. The stopover in Darwin is all too short, as the next day, the rally resumes and new hazards await, such as the hilly terrain surrounding Tennant Creek, where deep ruts and loose dirt moguls place enormous strain on suspensions and drivetrains, as this competitor soon discovered. Off-road rallies frequently require competitors to cross rivers and creeks, but here in Australia, that can become a more unpleasant operation. And while racing at speed, the unstable makeup of these sandy desert stretches demands constant attention with little opportunity to relax. Checkpoints along the course offer occasional rest periods, but their therapeutic benefits are temporary at best. Many of the race cars in the Wynn's Rally are equipped with what are called bull bars, reinforced steel bumpers secured to the front of the vehicles. The reason? To help improve the chances of survival if a collision occurs between a speeding race car and a 3,500-pound camel. And the motorcyclists subject themselves to even greater dangers by virtue of their lack of bulk and overall stability. This rider was injured after losing control of his bike at over 70 miles per hour, while another found crossing this mud bog a very uncomfortable experience. This rider lost his balance climbing a rocky foothill, and it took several tries to get underway again. And then, as the midday sun and ocean mist combine to create a breathtaking rainbow, the city of Sydney stands silently in the distance, and the adventure is soon over. The city turns out in force to welcome and congratulate these weary adversaries. Winning the four-wheel drive class was Ross Dunkerton in a Mitsubishi Pajero. The two-wheel drive class was won by Bob Stansfield in a Chevy C20, and the motorcycle class was won by Michael Goddard on a Honda 650. Next year, there will be another rally, and again, there will be another group of driven and determined off-road diehards who will come to this mysterious and majestic land to test themselves in this most uncompromising motor race, the Wynn's Australian Safari.